Hey guys, welcome to the Sixth Man. I'm the main player coming off the bench, giving you guys, the fans, the latest news and trending topics around the NBA. I'll be talking about the best team in the NBA to the last place team, from teams that have clinched the playoffs, to the teams that are jockeying for position, and to the teams that are outside looking in. The show will take you inside the world of the NBA. Sadly, the NBA team is coming to an end, but there's a lot of headlines down the stretch. We're going to talk about the Golden State Warriors' legendary season, one win away from NBA history. Of course, we're going to talk about the home team, the Toronto Raptors, and their best record in franchise history. But it's sad to say, but my favorite player and one of the greatest players of all time, Kobe Bryant, is retiring in just one more game. So we'll talk about the Black Mamba's illustrious career. The Golden State Warriors are 72-9. They're on the verge to outdo the 95-96 Bulls' 72-10 record with the win versus the Memphis Grizzlies. They tied the record with the win in San Antonio versus a tough Spurs team that beat them last time they were in their building. And the loss was their first loss at home all season for the Spurs. Let's talk about how they got here. It all starts with the soon-to-be MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry is averaging nearly 30 points per game with 2.1 steals and an NBA record 405 threes. He is also a part of the 50-40-90 club, 90% from the free throw line, 50% from the field, and 40% from the three-point line. But he also has backup. Klay Thompson is scoring 22 points, and Draymond Green is leading the team with 9 rebounds and 7 assists, with 12 triple-doubles. It also helps to have 3 players in the top 3 of offensive rating and net rating. The Warriors have the best home winning streak in 54 over the span of 2 seasons, most in NBA history, and they have the record for the best start in NBA history, going 24-0. They average 29 assists per game, most in the NBA, and 21 fast break points, also most in the NBA. They shoot the best 49% from the field and 41% from 3. What's underrated is their defense. Sure, they give up 104 points, but that's because they play a fast tempo. They hold opponents to 47% shooting, second in the NBA. Also, give credit to assistant coach Luke Walton, who went 39-4 while Steve Kerr was recovering from back surgery. Sadly, the record will not be recorded to Walton's coaching record, and he gave Steve Kerr 39 easy wins. The team is just too deep, with All-Star and Finals MVP Andre Iguodala coming off the bench, along with Leandro Barbosa, who can start for any team, and Shaun Livingston, who is rejuvenating his career after a surgery a number of years ago. Brandon Rush shoots 41% from 3, a career high. Maurice Bates or Mo Buckets can just flat out score, and he expanded his range to the three-point line. The acquisition for Anderson Varejao is great for the team. A solid backup center who is physical on defense and is a great rebounder, and also started for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The team is just so good and well coached that Stephen Curry doesn't need to play some of the fourth quarters because they build a big lead and they can shut down the opponent with their stellar defense. Curry is putting up big numbers without playing one quarter. The Warriors have cemented themselves in history, and they are having a season that no one will forget. Are they better than the Michael Jordan's Bulls? That's a topic for later. The Toronto Raptors are having a season that makes Raptor fans very excited for the playoffs. Right now, the Raptors are in first in the Atlantic Division and second in the Eastern Conference with a 55-26 record, the best season by any Raptor team in franchise history. Not even the team with Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady played this well. head coach Dwayne Casey has his team playing great. Every year, Casey has improved his team. 2 years ago, they had 48 wins. And then last year, he set another franchise record with 49 wins. And then now he set another franchise record of 55 wins. And he has to be a candidate for Coach of the Year. The main focus of the offseason was to get better defensively, and they did. They went from a 19th place defense to the 4th best defense in the NBA. They signed DeMarre Carroll, an excellent defensive wing, and shoots a three-point shot very well. And he played for the 60-win Atlanta Hawks, a good defensive team, so he also has a defensive pedigree in him. They also signed Pickering native Corey Joseph, who won a championship with the Spurs, the San Antonio Spurs. And he played behind future Hall of Famers Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and he got coached by Greg Popovich, arguably the best coach in NBA history. So you know that Joseph will be disciplined, he'll play excellent defense, and he brings a championship experience to Toronto. But an under-the-radar signing was center Bismack Biyombo. I know he was still young, but he never made for himself, so I thought it was a bad signing. But he turns out to be one of the best signings this year. When Valanciunas was out with injury, Bismack fits perfectly. Blocking shots, averaging 1.6 blocks per game while only playing 22 minutes off the bench, with 8 rebounds and a franchise record of 25 rebounds in a game. Just imagine if he played full 30 minutes, he could average 2+ blocks. Now that would be a great defensive stopper at the rim. We also saw Luis Scola was also brought in, but just to be a savvy veteran who also had added a 3-point shot to his game. But since DeMarre Carroll was out for most of the season, rookie Norman Powell was ready for the challenge. He played steady defense and was aggressive on offense, slashing and driving to the basket. He just got confident every game he played. Even Kyle Lowry passed him the ball for open threes and he nailed them. Speaking of Kyle Lowry, the Raptors wouldn't be where they are without him. He's a 2-time All-Star, both with the Raptors. He's the heart and soul of the team, arguably the second best point guard in the NBA. He lost 15 pounds over the summer, so his body is prepared for the long season. And you can see his game is improving because of the weight loss, scoring a career-high 21.4 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, and 6.4 assists, along with 2.1 steals, tied for best in the NBA. A superhero can't be without his sidekick, and that's DeMar DeRozan. Another All-Star year, also scoring a career-high 23.6 points per game, 4.4 rebounds, and 4 assists. They are the second best backcourt in the NBA, and if they're both on point, it's tough for opponents to beat us. I know the regular season is a regular season, and it's all about the playoffs, and I know some Raptors fans are afraid that the Raptors won't expel their playoff demons, but I believe that the team will go a long way and deep into the playoffs. It's a sad day for all NBA fans, especially myself, seeing the great Kobe Bryant play for one more time and then he's calling it quits. He's our generation's Michael Jordan. This season has been a farewell tour for Kobe. He has shown flashes of old Kobe, but it's tough to see a player at his caliber play so poorly. He had an amazing career nonetheless. His retirement poem got to me, especially this one quote: "My heart can take the pounding, my mind can handle the grind, but my body knows it's time to say goodbye." Man, that's deep. I love that quote. The thing I'm gonna miss most about Kobe is his passion and drive for the game. He wanted to win more rings than Michael Jordan. I'm going to miss his killer instinct. He puts 110% into everything, even practice. He makes no excuses. He plays injured or sick. One season he played with a bad ankle, a bad finger, a sore back, and other ailments. And part of his killer instinct is that Kobe never smiled during a game because the passion for the game and the will to win won't let him. You could tell he's done because he's laughing and smiling during the game and he's joking around during the post-game interview. Another thing I'm going to miss is that he's clutch. He's hit so many game winners, it's crazy. One time, he hit 12 game winners in one season. The thing is that he wants to take the last shot. He's not afraid to miss, he just wants the ball down the stretch. His whole career is a highlight. From the alley-oop dunk to Shaq during the Western Conference Finals, to his legendary 81-point game versus the Raptors, to the game winner versus Phoenix Suns in the Western Conference first round in 2006, to all the posterizing dunks and all the multiple game winners, Kobe is a highlight reel. With that said, he has a Hall of Fame career. The second greatest shooting guard in NBA history, 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 2008 MVP, 2-time scoring champion, 18-time All-Star, 4-time All-Star Game MVP, 15 All-Team selections, and 3rd all-time in scoring with over 33,000 points. He's a player that made every kid shout, "Kobe!" when they sink a basket. Kobe Bryant was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, but he got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for Vlade Divac. And then that started an era that all Laker fans would never forget. He bled purple and gold for 20 years. After the last buzzer sounds, that's the end of an era. Thanks for watching.